it's impossible to ignore what's happening. And I just really felt like responsibility to do something about it.
Anya Dravis is a freshman and environmental activist at the University of Pennsylvania. We talked while she was at a campus cafe.
I'm also helping in the fight against racism and the fight against sexism and all these other things because they're all deeply connected and it's all one big movement.
A few years ago, she remembers learning about fires in the Amazon.
The Amazon rainforest is known as the lungs of the earth.
That pushed her to learn more about cattle ranching.
How much of the Amazon has been scarred by all of this cattle ranching?
We already lost almost 20% of the Amazon. And without the Amazon forest, the life of human beings are under threat in this world.
Then came the sense of responsibility, then the guilt, then the desire to do something. So she stopped eating meat.
It's not entirely tangible, I suppose, but it felt tangible. It felt like something I could do. And so I felt really just compelled to do it.
Anya was a student at Berkeley High in California, and so she co-founded the Zero Waste Club, a group where students pledged to reduce waste in their daily lives. She launched the Meatless Monday campaign to stop the cafeteria from serving meat one day a week.
The year that we were really working on this, the head chef was on sabbatical or something like that. And so the cafeteria staff was like, no, we can't do anything without our head chef here. So if you want to make this change, you have to wait until she comes back next year. And we were like, okay, what?
At most, they managed to get some businesses to offer discounts when students ordered vegetarian food. These battles were stressful and exhausting.
But giving up feels worse because then I feel like I'm letting the planet down.
There was a recent survey of about 10,000 young people from 10 countries across the globe, and approximately 3/4 agreed with the statement, "The future is frightening."
Sarah Schwartz is an associate professor of psychology at Suffolk University in Boston. She's referring to a survey that was led by Bath University. A study she worked on from the Yale School of Public Health suggests that collective action can help ease the effects of climate change anxiety.
One of the main themes was this enormity of the problem of climate change and then the insignificance of what they can do.
In a survey for that study, researchers found individual actions like recycling or turning off lights did not have the same mental health benefits as collective action.
We know when it comes to facing these large kind of existential crises that it's so easy to feel hopeless and alone, and that when you can come together with the others, that it can lead to the sense of agency and maybe we actually can do something.
If it's a collective problem, then we have to think about collective solutions.
Lelia Benoit from the Yale Child Study Center also collaborated on that research. She remembers working with an adolescent who had mild autism. He had unplugged old, unused appliances and went vegan. His parents canceled their vacation plans over his concerns for the environment, but they were worried about him.
And I couldn't help thinking, he's absolutely right. I was like, yeah.
Benoit says society produces all kinds of violence, and that can hurt mental health.
If you try answering the problem with an individual solution, it will be a mess. So, try give an antidepressant for, sexism, stigma, or racism. It's a mess. It's an individual solution for a collective problem.
Learning about climate change is a kind of grief, and if you sit with that grief, you might notice a new energy, seemingly out of nowhere.
But it doesn't come out of nowhere. It comes out of a process of grief, Then you have renewed energy and then you are able to be part of the solution and to take action.
Back at the University of Pennsylvania, Anya Dravis is still trying to figure out how she can fix some of the problems. She says they don't compost on campus or separate recycling, and they rely too much on bottled water.
Yeah, there's a lot of issues, and so I'm really I want to start getting involved right away. I just don't know where to start or how to do that yet.
She just needs to find more individuals who want to make collective change. For Philosophy Talk, I'm Holly J. McDeed.